Anybody ask for me, tell them they can find me. Thank you. Oh, hold up. Move the flannel. Put that on. Doctor, thank you for coming. Get me out of here.
Colonoscopy day recap. So things were quite smooth. My driver came this morning for me. Thank you so much for picking me up and taking me to the hospital. I really appreciate it. You know who you are. I arrived, I registered, I got checked in and registered. Today I got the regular band, and since I have a walker, I got a ball band, which is an yellow one. And because there was not really a surgery, I didn't need the red band. Otherwise, I would have a collection of bands. The nurse that I saw at the beginning was super nice. Receptionist was super nice. They really liked the little present that I gave them. They thought it was hilarious. The nurse was also a really nice lady. I can't remember her name. I'm so sorry, but if you're watching, thank you so much. You were awesome. She did got a kick out of my t-shirt. Let's do this. I changed. I was able to keep my socks, so I brought my very warm socks that a friend of mine gave me for Christmas last year, and they were a day saver because the place was very cold, but my feet kept warm, so that was a big win. So thanks. Waiting for the doctor to come. Nick was there to provide support. The nurse also got a kick out of me bringing Nick. It was pretty cool. Fury and I got this. It might seem kind of childish that I brought a little plushie, but it did help with my anxiety to keep the humor. And why not? Why kids are the only ones who are able to carry plushies with them? So, go Nick. I was put an IV. Still have a little mark, and most likely it's gonna get red. They had to change the tape twice because I kept getting a reaction in my skin. I'm so unique and so fragile that they kept trying different things. Again, props to the nurse that only one try and she was able to get in. Then I was kind of debrief about my medical condition and why are you doing here? She just wanted to spend the day getting selfies of my stomach. No, I couldn't say that, but I thought about it. Just explain the heartburn that I've been having, pain, and all the fun stuff that goes in the GI tract and the IBS and lots of fun stuff. After I talked to the assistant doctor, I got rolled in, so we were on the move to the endoscopy and the colonoscopy, and then they put this little thing in my mouth so they could put the tube down. I got to see the pictures. They were quite enlightening to see my inside. Once they finished that, they kind of went through the chute and or my arse, whatever you want to call it.
Your ass.
I wouldn't say the sedation worked 100% because I felt everything. Maybe not as harsh as it would have been without sedation, but I still felt everything. I was awake the entire thing, so I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't get to nap, especially because I have kids who are on top of me all the time. But it worked a little, and the doctors were very gentle, both with the tube and at the top and at the bottom. My throat does hurt. They did a couple of biopsies there, so my throat does kind of hurt. So I'll be having some tea or I'll be having some popsicles. Everything was pretty fast. Within hour and a half, I was out. They rolled me back to the recovery area. Just finished. Try to go home. Got dressed. That was a challenge, actually. Getting dressed was a challenge because even though I didn't got sleepy, I was very kind of tipsy. So just trying to put on my pants and my shirt and everything else was a challenge in itself. That was so much fun. And since COVID doesn't allow you to have a person with you, well, there was a lot of banging on the bed and trying to catch myself with the walker. So that was fun. I think that added to the experience. And then I got picked up. Thank you so much for picking me up. You know who you are. I wouldn't be able to get home as safely as I did. So thank you so much. And thank you so much to the awesome girl who stayed with the kids. My daughter was happy when I came home. Then I think that's when the medication really started to make me very sleepy, more than drowsy, sleepy. And I totally passed out like for 2 hours. After that, I still have to do dishes and tidy up, and the kids wanted to go on the computer and who cares, it's New Year, because nobody really is in the mood to be doing celebration. I am tired. I know that I wanted to quickly do a review of the day before I forget, but part of being tired, and maybe if you have chronic illness, you can empathize with this, when your body starts kind of saying, okay, I had enough, I don't have any more energy, and I'm in pain. Once your body is depleted, depression starts setting in very fast. And it's not so much as a clinical depression as in your brain is like, I can only handle so many things. I can either help you recover everything in your body, or we have happy emotions. It's too much to handle. So as much as positive as I would like to be, I'm tired, I'm kind of depressed, and it is mainly because my body has done enough. I need to go back and rest. I think the procedure went well when the nurse who came and explained to me, like, you gotta pick up this, and you gotta this, and this is what happened, and blah 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 blah. Technically, that's all I heard. Like blah 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 blah. My brain was kind of like in a fog because of the sedation, so I have no clue. Praise God, they wrote it down, but they weren't very specific, so then I had to call the doctor and say, what? Nurses were fantastic. I will give props and props and props. The porter was fantastic when she rolled me on the wheelchair. It was so much fun because I brought my walker, and this is a young girl porter, and it was one person for me. So we have the rollator, and then we have the wheelchair, and I'm in the wheelchair, and I'm all kind of half tipsy. So imagine us racing through a maze of corridors in the hospital, me in the wheelchair holding onto the rollator as if it was some sort of, I don't know, race. It was so much fun. I hope she had as much fun as I did. That was kind of epic. We did crash a couple of times, but I think that was one of the highlights of the visit to the hospital. Not just the selfies that I got on my stomach, but it was kind of a highlight of the thing. And I also gave them a little pencil that said, thank you for helping in this, to be part of this inside job, which the nurses thought it was hilarious. Mission accomplished. And I did saw other YouTubers doing the experience of the colonoscopy. And again, I would like to bring to light that it's not just going for the procedure, because I mean, yes, the procedure was intense. The prep sucks. The thing burns your butt. It needs Histofil, and I couldn't eat for 2 entire days. All I could eat was liquid, so I had plenty of broth and plenty of jello. Breakfast day number 2. Cereal with dairy-free milk. No bananas, no anything else. Getting ready. Not that easy. Day 2 of Love Island.
We've been locked in this madhouse for 2 days now. Send help. The food is getting horrible and these weird people just keep calling my name. Send help.
Day 3 of low diet fiber. I am doing a little extra prep because my IBS is on the fritz and nothing is moving along. So we're gonna have a little Restoralax before a day before the prep because everything has to move along and I have to let it go. Cheers.
Here we have a mom getting ready to drink some peg light, or as it's called, beep water. Again.
You can do it. You can do it.
We almost believe in you.
Hey!
And she's going chug, 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 chug. Your tongue has changed colors. Show that tongue. Ew.
Okay.
This is part 2 of horrible water. I'm kidding, no. She's taking the special water that helps you, like, cleanse your
She's
system.
having peg light.
Peg light. Liter 2 of peg light. As you can see, very dignified face.
And double chin.
Yes.
Colonoscopy prep day 2. I'm starving. I might eat my children. But in the meantime, I had to chop this. Oh, move back! You're too close!
I'm gonna film,
You're worse than a paparazzi!
Chug!
I'll do it myself. Cheers!
Chug it down, chug it down, chug it, chug it, chug it down. I know it tastes horrible, but you gotta chug it down. You gotta chug it down if you want to get everything cleared out. Chug it down, chug it down, chug it, chug it, chug it down.
Woo! Colonoscopy day! Ready? Let's do this. Things were okay. So no polyps. Woo! No polyps. So according to the thing is I did got a prescription to fill out. Prescription. I will be having somebody call me within 2 to 3 weeks about the biopsy. Because I did got a biopsy. And I think that was it for the endoscopy. But for the colonoscopy, there were no polyps, no biopsy. And unless it's extremely needed, I don't need to have another scope until I'm 50, which that give or take another 20. Yeah, I wish. Another 12 or 13 years. I don't have to repeat these things. So awesome. But the other part that I wanted to talk about is the whole picture. One of the hiccups that I had preparing was, one, I didn't use everything I said that I was going to use. I wanted to give you a quick tour of what I prepared for our washroom. I have the basket I talked about in the video, how to prepare for the colonoscopy. I brought an extension cord because, as you can see, the toilet is over there and the plug is all the way there, so there is not enough space. It has the preparation H, the wipes, and the toilet paper. I brought a foldable TV table so I could put the notebooks that I prepare, my book, my notebook, the phone, so my hands wouldn't get cramped. And I prepared this little basket so I had something else to do other than just use the phone. I thought it might be fun to add these little poop emojis and some humor in it. Yeah, they lighten up. I wish I would have started with the preparation H a little bit earlier because my butt felt like a baboon butt. Being a mom is hard, and not having family in the country to help and step up and say I'll do it was hard.
We need a response team.
Yes, sir. Yes, we do need a response team.
It's a really hard thing to do.
Yep, I'm looking into it. Someone to watch the kids, and also we need somebody to drive there, and we need somebody to drive us back. Right away, as soon as I knew about the procedure, I had a lineup already for taking care of the kids and driving me, and that fell through because of COVID. It's prep day number 2. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning to take a quick run to the washroom, and I don't know if anybody needs to hear this, but it's crazy hard when you're a single mom and there is no family around to support because they live far away, and friends and neighbors aren't able to help because COVID got on the way, or they have their own issues. It can get very lonely. It gets really hard. Lesson learned. Have 2 different people to help you. One for driving and one for watching your kids. Because if you lose that person, you lose both spots that you had already filled. I am really trying hard not to crumble. And I know that God will make this work out. But this is not an easy road. There is a huge need for society to support single moms. Huge. There is a huge need for society to stop assuming that everybody has a family. There is a huge need for people to provide support to those who need it. And I'm thankful for the people who are stepping up to help, to fill up the shoes of those who couldn't help anymore. I really appreciate it. I know this is about preparing for a colonoscopy, but it's real life. Preparing for a colonoscopy is not just about doing the prep. It's not just about getting the toilet paper you need so your cheeks do not look like baboons' cheeks. It's not just about taking that liquid that tastes like cherry. Is so disgusting. It's about preparing for the whole procedure. Is to make sure that somebody will look after your kids and looking after you, which so far I was able to find a replacement driver for picking me up from the hospital because you're not allowed to take a cab. I tried to get community services to help, and because you're under sedation, they cannot help you out. I know, again, this is about colonoscopy, but I would love to make a call to the community to step up and help your neighbors, help your friends. This is what is needed. It's not so much of, hey, here is a Tim Hortons gift card, so after your colonoscopy you can have a small treat for me. Yeah, heck, that will be nice for me to get, which nobody has offered. But also, how can I help? I know that I suggested to assemble a team, but the reality is that my team fell apart, and not really their fault, but finding a team when you have nobody around to support you is lonely, it's emotionally hard, it's physically hard, because instead of focusing on taking care of yourself, you have to focus on taking care of those around you so you can take care of yourself. So we'll see how this goes. I know that perhaps this would not make much difference for some people watching, but I know perhaps some other people will be struggling to find support. Just keep knocking, and I hope that we find the support we need to assemble a different team, and that this will go well. And it's hard. It's not just physically hard. It is demanding. If you have kids, you're still a parent, you're still cooking for them, even though you are starving. You're really, really hungry because you have a day and a half not eating anything. This will be the second day that I don't eat anything to be able to be ready for the
colonoscopy, so you still had to do the dishes, you still had to cook, even though you're hungry and you cannot eat anything. And this is something nobody talks about, so let's see how this works. It's hard, but let's try to keep pushing forward.
Within 3 days, I had to find a person to drive me there, a person to pick me up, a person to watch the kids. It was not easy. God came through last minute, which I am so thankful to God that He brought people, even though it was the last minute. And with my PTSD and my ADHD and my anxiety, that was nerve-wracking. Like, it was hard. Emotionally, it was hard not to know whether I'll have to cancel because I don't have someone to watch the kid, especially my daughter. I didn't know if I'm gonna have to end up taking an Uber. I was very nervous about doing that. So I didn't know whether somebody was going to pick me up and if I could trust them, because I didn't know whether I was going to be kind of passing out or not. So that was very nerve-wracking, but praise God, people step up to the plate and gave us a hand, and I'm forever thankful. Thank you so much. It meant so much to me. I really appreciate it. I wish I had a little bit more time to rest. Just to keep in mind, if you have a friend that is a mom and she has a colonoscopy or any other medical procedure, offer to bring dinner or lunch or something, because it was kind of tiring to have to prepare that. My son stepped up and helped me warm up some food. Was really good, but I still have to deal with the dishes. I still came and I have a bunch of laundry that has to be folded tonight. I have laundry in the machine, so even though my butt still hurts because it feels like I rode a horse and my throat is hurting a lot, so I'm making a lot of effort to finish these notes, and my head hurts and I'm tired, I still have to be a mom, and my body hurts and my brain is kind of like, just shut up and get moving. So just keep in mind that perhaps doing a procedure like this when you're healthy is just a breeze. But when you're not healthy and you have a chronic illness, you still have to deal with the chronic illness, and that sucks. And if you're a mom, the stuff that I had to go and finish the dishes downstairs seems monumental, and to have to finish the laundry today seems monumental. I might leave it for tomorrow because I am very tired and I think I need to put myself first, but also I might have to do it tomorrow, and I don't really look forward to have the 1st of January tackling all the chores when I just wanted to rest and relax. Such is life. It might sound kind of whiny, and it's not that I want pity. No, I don't. I just want awareness that this is not easy. This is reality. It's not as glamorous as Will Smith and Jimmy Fallon and other people make it look. They just go back after the colonoscopy, have a nap, and then chill. And I just want to bring awareness that having a chronic illness and having a medical procedure and being a mom, it's not so easy. So getting a hand up to get this done, if you have a chance to offer to a friend, go ahead. If you are one of them, just ask for help. I asked for help, but I got as much as I could, and I'm very thankful for it. But I certainly love to have a day that I can just rest. And I do think that we need to acknowledge that it's hard, and bring a knowledge, awareness that is not easy, or especially awareness not for the people who have the chronic illness, because I know that I'm preaching to the choir. More kind of like awareness for the people who doesn't know what it's like to live with a chronic illness. Let's keep moving, let's keep going. And we did it. So yeah.
Thank you.
Day 2. We still haven't found a way out of the prison, but we're trying to get the warden here to soften up. As you can see, we slipped something in her drink. She'll never see us coming.
Okay, so day 2 of recovery from endoscopy and colonoscopy. I'm trying to laugh, but it hurts. My stomach hurts a whole lot, and my throat is killing me. I was doing okay this morning until like about noon. I feel like something just crashed on me. Somebody dropped a brick wall of bricks on top of me. Thanks, chronic illness. Take care. Hopefully it'll get better soon.